Sorry, what was that?
Started.
Oh, well, welcome to Dark Heresy, Felonies of Faith, Session 37. How auspicious is that? So, last time, we had just finished blowing off the Dar's leg as he escaped through the warp, and the whole tower started to shake and tremble, causing a cave-in in the room that was right next to Vern. The team then tried to head back to the hover car through the great big doors instead and discovered two people examining the vehicle. Alexandra was first to shoot and missed both enemies and the vehicle. This, of course, alerted the traitors to the team. The traitor elite, who was being played by Izzy, shouted, "Hello, friends!" And this frightened the fuck out of Alexandra. Well, maybe not the fuck. It kind of frightened her, just a little. It distracted her, at least. Krios wanted the team to try a flanking maneuver. He articulated that, but it didn't quite turn out so well. And actually, I'm going to say during the downtime that's hopefully going to happen soon, I think the team should probably try to discuss combat tactics, seriously, like both in and out of character, just so that in the future everyone's a little more spatially aware of what they can do in a given firefight situation. Anyway, a stealthified Tyrann got up into melee with the traitor elite, the Izzy character. Krios called up Sergeant Frank Frankenson and asked for an update on the Valkyrie arrival, which we've learned hasn't come in yet and is still out of range of communications. So that's Krios' present exit strategy.
Be right back 1 sec.
Sorry, what was that?
Be right back 1 second.
Oh, okay. Well, at that point, Shelby detected big bad movement on the roof above their present floor, and the bald traitor, apparently the boss man, turned around and stated that his master's pet wants to speak with one of you, and pointed in the general direction of Shelby, Alexandra, Ariane, Vern, and Krios. Krios fired Henry at the boss man, but the boss man was anticipating this and was able to dodge out of the way as the red glow from the barrel started to light up. The escape vehicle got a neat little hole from front to rear from Henry's wonderful blast. Due to Alexandra's previous emotional state, she didn't realize her combat bolt pistol was empty and stood there for a few seconds dumbfounded as it clicked in her hand. In a remarkable display, the traitor elite parried Tyrann's power blade attack with his hell gun and managed to avoid suffering any damage to his weapon. So Izzy Traitor retaliated by dropping a grenade at their mutual feet. It was pretty weak comparatively, but afterwards he pulled out a minor plague sword, which, had it connected with anyone, would have been a very scary weapon. Haley tried to get in close, also trying to take Krios' flanking command to heart. This, however, put her in harm's way as Bulgris charged up to her, and while he never actually managed to connect with her with any of his attacks, he effectively used Haley as cover so he could advance into melee with Krios over the next 10 seconds or so. Ariane, during all of this, was mainly just freaking out for the majority of the combat, considering, she lost an eye and an Inquisitor, and, she's not really handling the stress so well. Krios declined the assistance of the NPC soldiers when he was communicating with them, saying instead that he wanted an update on the battle below. Izzy Traitor then tried to use his plague sword, and that didn't go so well for him as Tyrann parried it with her power blade and turned it into a Nurgle shard rather than sword. In retaliation, he dropped another grenade. This one managed to rupture a seal on Tyrann's environmental suit. Dun, dun, dun. What else? Talia proceeded to try and provide Medicaid assistance to Ariane, and eventually Shelby helped with that. The boss man got into melee with Krios around this point and, preventing Krios from bringing Henry to bear. And the other Nergaloid, Bulgris, though none of you actually have his name yet in character, called the team pathetic. Krios retaliated to this by grappling the boss man's head with his manipulator mechadendrite, and that actually went fairly well. Tyrion, sensing that Mr. Traitor Izzy was not going to be a nice man, decided to backflip the fuck away, and at this point, everybody was sort of lumping together at the great big wooden doors. And Izzy, seeing this, decided to throw what he called a friendship grenade, previously known as a frag grenade, into the group. Most everyone was fine, though. Most of them were either able to dodge or their toughness was just high enough that the grenade didn't do anything to them, aside from Alexandra, whose suit has also received a breach. Krios was getting sick of his... I think both Alexandra and Vern were using Inferno rounds, and they managed to light Bulgris on fire as Krios was grappling him. And Krios kind of got sick of the fact that the traitor was on fire and struggling with them, so he threw him to the ground. At this point, Grace, who had been pretty useless throughout the whole fight, came out of cover, lost her cool, and revealed that is Bulgris. She knew it all along, and she's begging everyone to stop. She's begging the party to show mercy on Bulgris, who happens to be on fire. Grace removed her gas mask and is in the process of pulling off her flak armor. Haley and Tyrion are presently trying to bust open a door that they believe leads to a stairwell to escape, as Ariane, Shelby, and Talia are coming up, taking the rear. They're probably going to help as well. And we ended with Vern frozen for a moment, dropping his gun, and then pulling out a syringe from a pouch in his armor. And the ceiling over to the east side of the hall that you're currently in had just caved in. And so now the map for the Whitehead Tower should be visible to you guys.
Hey, it is.
And did I miss anything important during that recap?
I don't think you did.
Just that...
Can you center the map?
Oh, yeah, I guess you guys don't have ownership yet. Let me, like I said, I had to recreate the whole map. So, Tyrion's Brooke, Haley is Joe. Well, Haley is Haley because Joe named his computer Haley. Grace is mine. Krios is Fungies. Vern is the Lord of Prostitutions. Alexandra is Loco Bobobs. And, well, Trader Elite is mine for now because Izzy isn't around. Does everybody have their token owned again?
Yep.
Only minor thing was that along with the environmental suit breach, my jetpack was slightly damaged by the friendship grenade.
You keep saying that. I haven't told you one way or the other yet.
Well, I took it back. I don't know. I may be damaged, may not be damaged. I'm not sure. I just know it took a point of a hit.
Okay. Then we start off with... right, so there should be a great big green blob now visible on the map in the quote-unquote mud room. It's a foyer. Yeah, it's a foyer, but I call it a mud room just for the, sake of... Well, it's a Nurgle Tower. So anyway, yeah, there's a great big green blob there now. At the moment, you guys can pretty much only see that the ceiling has caved in, so there's a lot of debris, some rockcrete dust, and armor class portions of the building are bent and caved in over there. You are aware that something has caved in, though none of you have a clear visual on it yet. Now, anybody who wants to try and look at it, go ahead and roll an awareness roll, but this is an optional roll.
I will be blissfully ignorant of what's going on.
So we're rolling to see if we notice where the cave-in came from?
To notice what's inside the cloud of debris.
Has this just happened, or has this been here a while?
It just happened.
Okay.
So, quite appropriately, both Shelby and Vern are aware, and Shelby, your Psyniscience tells you that blob inside the cloud is the big nasty. So at this point, you will be needing to do a willpower roll for your very special contempt. Not contempt, sorry, was it hubris? Oh, okay. You will get to react however you feel you want to, rather than arrogance. That was it. Armor of arrogance. You will not be treating that critter as something you have to destroy. Vern, this is where you're definitely going to have to do your willpower roll.
Ooh, shit.
Do you want to fate that? If it was one lower, I would have been rather amused, but...
Yes.
Okay.
Emperor, please. Hey!
Very nice. And Vern, you are now out of fate points.
Yeah, right.
All right, Vern, you're able to pull yourself together enough that you are not going to rip off your own rebreather and jab that needle into your face come your next turn. So we'll wait on that. But you recognize who's in that cloud as well. And it's exactly who Head Veda told you was.
Mm-hmm.
And
fucking splendid.
It's Ariane's turn, so she's going to charge the door that Haley and Tyrion are at. Nice. Okay. And from all three of you basically working away at that door, I'm going to say the time has come for it to, I hope we select the right mode. There we go. Fuck. God damn it. Not erase, grid. There we go. Ha ha. Room is now open.
Can I do an awareness roll?
Absolutely. So,
That doesn't make it, barely.
Right. So you see a darkened hallway in front of you that has a staircase leading downward. Staircase would be not. Nah.
Wait a minute.
There'd be more room. There, along either side, there's more room, but the staircase goes down in the middle.
I have a question for you.
And?
My perception is 50, and currently is plus 10. Do I have plus 10 or plus 20 to awareness?
No, your character sheet doesn't say?
I don't have it open at the moment.
It might help us to get that open. You have talented awareness, plus 20 total. So
75 does make it then.
Okay, so yeah, that would be a base success. It's a darkened room, decaying walls. You don't see any immediate threats in the room. You can tell that the stairwell, the stairway that goes down, takes a turn to the left at the bottom. So it's go down and then turn left and continue down.
And it's only a downstairs, it's not an upstairs?
That's correct. This is only downstairs from your present location.
Okay.
Okay. So Bulgris is on the ground on fire, and he's going to look up and see that his, well, I guess I can't reveal exactly who she is in regards to him, but Grace is standing right next to him, pulling off her armor. And he just kind of dumbfounded at the moment. The hostility in his expression is gone, and he now just looks kind of shocked. And he kind of stutters a bit, trying to find the words, but he is unable to articulate himself. Krios. Joe, I believe, Haley said, doors open, we can go anytime.
Yes, I did.
Intriguing. So I rolled a 19. Do I have any idea what this blob is or what's in it?
That's right. Actually, you're going to have to be doing a willpower roll as well. That the good news is you are. Oh wait, you might actually be in range. Ouch! Yeah, your willpower is kind of getting sapped right now. And your perception, you're trained in awareness, correct?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I haven't got a finished version of my character sheet, so I can't look it up.
Oh, I thought the copy I sent you had most everything except the talents listed.
That was when you sent the 17th of January.
Okay. I'll try and get you another one when there's a chance for me to do so. But in the meantime, your perception of what's in there isn't actually strong enough for you to know exactly what it is, but you do feel an overwhelming sense of dread emanating from that cloud of debris and green goo.
So do I need to roll willpower or anything?
Not just yet. No, you haven't got a clear enough visual on it to have to do the willpower roll.
And Henry needs to be reloaded, doesn't she?
Your Henry is currently at, according to my list, 4 or 5. You reloaded her in a previous engagement and only managed to fire the once and hit the vehicle with her.
Right. That is a good point. I can say, Vern, grab Stair. We're leaving. Everyone leave. And I'm going to aim my last cannon at Leonard.
Sorry, you told Vern to grab who or what?
Stair. Grace.
Ah. All right. So at the moment you're doing a full aim on Bulgris?
Yep.
Okay. Vern.
I'm going to pick up my shotgun and just basically move over here and just try to push Grace along. That's
all right.
I can't physically do anything to her, so I'm just basically just trying to get her moving.
Yeah, trying to block between her and Bulgris.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Okay.
I will say, everybody get out now.
Okay. Alexandra?
Well, yeah, I did receive orders to get out of here as quickly as possible, so I can't remember the exact bonus for my jetpack, so I'm just going to be trying to fly, just try to get there, and I know that...
You're trying to fly? You're using your jetpack?
Well, because I can't, it's because of my trauma, I can't move this far, and I want to try to get as close to the door as possible.
Give me a pilot roll before you actually start moving.
Okay, let's move.
Okay. So you may use the full move speed, or the run speed of your jetpack, which I believe is 36.
If I can't go that far,
I'm gonna say it's tall enough doorway that you can fly over their heads without clipping them, especially considering your pilot role.
36. There we go.
So yeah, Tyrion, Haley, Marianne, Shelby, and Talia will have a Rocketeer Alexandra fly over their heads. Tyrion.
Can we fire the anti-aircraft guns?
Sorry, what was that, Jess?
Can we fire the anti-aircraft guns?
Hello?
She said, can we fire the anti-aircraft guns?
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to sprint to and down the stairs as far as I can.
Okay, so let go of your token. And I'm going to move you to where you're going to be. Helps us do this the right way. And give me a fresh awareness roll. If you go to the map explorer and double click on your token, you'll be able to see where you are now.
I found it. I followed where you took me. Crap, I'm not wasting my fate point on that though.
Oh yeah, and I guess I should just establish for everybody right now. Vern, you're at 0 fate now. Lynn is not present. Shelby, you have 2 fate points. I restored one of them, or 2 of them, or you'd got some restored. Alex, you're at 2. Haley's at 3. Dale is at 1. Krios is at 1. And Ariane is, full. So Tyrion runs like a bat out of hell. You're looking down this next hallway. It's a staircase that continues to go down. It's pretty dark, but if you scroll down even further, Brooke.
Yes?
I'm going to make something visible here. Can you see them?
Yes.
Okay.
Even though theoretically I could continue to move, if I have heard them or are aware of what you just showed me, I'm not gonna go anywhere. In fact, actually, I am gonna go somewhere. I'm going to move
you can move. I was gonna say, what's your speed bonus?
Well, I only moved 22, and on a sprint
okay.
I can move 36.
Okay.
Or 48, or something ridiculous.
Well, what is your agility bonus?
4.
Okay, so then, 4 times 12 would be 48.
So I've only, moved half. So I guess I didn't need to sprint, but... she's gonna hide wherever she can, and I'm going to roll conceal. Oh, that's not very stealthy. And then I'm going to say as quietly as possible, we have hostiles in the stairwell, and then I'm done.
Okay. And it would be Izzy's turn now, but Izzy is not here. And he is going to run between Krios and Bulgris, blocking Krios' line of sight, but he's actually going to go for Vern and attempt to grapple. He does not have fate points, Not confirmed.
Basically, Vern just pushes him in the face. Get the fuck off.
Skilly.
Okay, so doors open, people going in, big smoke cloud here. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to move here and basically just shout out to these three. Alright, we gotta get moving. There's not much time left till this place goes.
Okay, so you're doing a full move as your action.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give me an awareness roll.
Yeah, I think that one...
Are you
I do
trained?
not have it trained, so need to fail.
It says it's trained on my sheet for you.
Oh, mine must be a little out of date. My bad.
Yeah, I'm just going to see when to give you awareness. Yeah, awareness was one of your latest additions, along with Spirit of the Martyr.
Okay, well, should be past then.
1 degree, so yeah. You can't confirm what it is that's in there, but it is moving. And it looks like it's got horns, and it looks big.
I aim my gun. I point my gun so I can't aim as an action, but just like fluff.
Okay.
And I say, "Move faster." That's my turn.
Shelby?
I am going to delay an action to basically when it's Talia's turn, Shelby's going to be pulling her to run down the hallway.
Okay. Grace is going to move through threatened squares. Vern, are you going to try and stop her?
I won't grapple or anything. I just try to physically stop her.
Block her. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so
block her.
I'm going to say you won't cause any damage, but go ahead and attempt a roll.
Weapon skill?
Yeah.
I don't think that works.
No, she's a little... So, yeah, you spent... Yeah. She just kind of weaves
basically
past
just
you.
goes through me because
Yeah.
I was too occupied with the elite.
Okay, and she is dropping to her knees, pulling off her chest plate, and using it to smother the flames on Bulgris. And now comes the from the cloud. And it's Talia's turn, just in time for the willpower rolls, because the cloud is going to, oops, that's not moving. The cloud is going to dissipate enough. Ho, ho, ho. What were you expecting?
Another
Pucosaurus
green
Rex.
giant.
Oh. All right, so basically I'm going to say when it comes up to your turn is when you're going to have to make your roll, since it's Talia's turn. Oh, poor Talia. Well, yeah, I imagine Shelby is going to drag her, but let's find out if Talia is going to run away or, drop to her knees and not do a damn thing. So, page 235? Yeah, shock table. Okay. And, by the way, this thing is horrifying. And it is also affecting willpower for anybody within range. So, ouch, Talia, that is awful. Oh, well, good news for Jess. Panic grips the character and must flee the source of fear if able, as fast as possible. And if prevented from doing so, can only take half actions at -20 penalty. Also, some insanity is incurred. Since Talia is a fated character. Okay. Do I have actually an insanity counter? I don't have an insanity counter. Well, I'll just have to put insanity +3 for her. Okay. And, yeah, so, Shelby, do you actually have sprint trained? Excuse me. Sorry. Doesn't look like you have sprint trained. Okay. So, are you actually going to attempt to sprint? You would have to do a toughness test, and if you fail, it ranges from fatigue to falling flat on your face. So not actually sprinting, just running. But Shelby is moving at the same speed that Talia would move at. She's not running ahead of her. Okay. Talia, intelligence. Talia is going to say over the microbead, the demon is here, run. You said Shelby would stay behind? Like she would stay between Talia and the threat. Okay. So he laughs like the Jolly Green Giant. Scout had used a fate point last session to make herself immune, so she is exiting, staying close to the others, so not getting too far ahead. Algris is getting the fire fanned out by Grace. He looks to her, and let's give him his willpower roll. Wow. He's going to say, this can't be, you're really here. No, you should leave. Go with them. Leave. He tries to tell her. She is not going to respond just yet. Trios.
I'm going to make a quick roll myself to see what she's going to do.
You, however...
oh, yeah.
Well, Trios...
oh, well.
I was going to say, you are looking presently to the west, and the big scary thing is to your east. What was the roll you were doing?
Oh, that was a willpower. But as he doesn't have to roll that willpower...
well, I was going to say his curiosity might win out, and I was going to say you were going to have to roll willpower not to look first. So did you want to state that?
No. I'll roll this. I'll see just how badly mindfucked Krios gets.
Right, so it's not going to be Zinch. So, Krios, you can't help but turn around and look behind you. Now give me the willpower roll for your fear. The good news is, I believe you are now... Oh, no, right. You are just in the range of the willpower fuck you effect. So your DC is kind of low. Do you have any sort of bonuses versus fear?
I got jaded, and I think there's one other thing.
Yeah, this is a demon, so fearless, I'm going to say, is going to give you a bonus, but you're not going to be immune, because this is the first one you've seen face to face.
Oh, I'm not expecting to be immune.
Sorry, what was that? Expecting?
I'm not expecting to be immune.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to say your DC here is going to be 29. Okay. Do you want to fate that roll?
No, I think I'm going to need a fate roll for something else at a later time.
Okay. So we're adding 40 to your... Whoops. Also, if I put that in the right parentheses. There we are. Oh! Ow.
I think Krios is going to shit himself.
No, he's going to laugh hysterically and randomly attack anything near him in a manic frenzy, firing widely or using whatever weapon is in his hand. This effect lasts until the character snaps out of it or until he is knocked unconscious. Roll 1d5 to see how many insanity points you incur.
So it turns out that that massive unclean one wasn't the big boss. Krios was. Brackets help. Huh.
Okay, you are at 15 insanity. And go ahead and give me the attack versus Traitor Elite. Point blank range with your cannon. That remarkably is actually going to be a miss.
Oh.
Because it would have been 68 is your DC.
Oh my fucking.
Did you want to re-roll that one? You have one fate point left. Bear that in mind.
If I roll a 4, I'm gonna re-roll it. Oh well, here we go. There goes my fate point.
Okay. So with your fate bonus, that is actually going to be a success. But it is a base success, so 5d10 plus 10 energy damage.
1d10 plus 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 10 plus 10. Ooh, there's a Righteous Fury there. There's 2 Righteous Furies there.
Roll to confirm.
Yeah.
That is a confirmation. Another 1d10 plus 1, another 1d10 because you got 2 d10s there.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to roll every single one.
Okay, so 47 comes 56. It's a good thing Bulgris is on the ground because you shoot through the traitor's left shoulder and out his right shoulder, leaving a nice clear hole through his torso.
That's amazing.
Both his arms land on the floor. And let me
friendship is happiness.
Just going to confirm to see if his weapons are supposed to set off from this. So arm. The attack reduces the arm to a cloud of ash and sends the target crumbling to the ground where they immediately die from shock, clutching the smoking stump. Well, he can't clutch it. He lost both arms. Great. So, yeah. He's out of it. And that was Krios' turn. So, Vern.
Yeah.
You had already rolled your willpower, and you heard that familiar laugh coming out of the cloud. So you know who's in there.
I'm not going to look. I'm not fucking going to look. I'm definitely not going to look.
So what are you going to... Well, Krios also started... actually, Fungi, give us your laugh.
Vern would try to command Krios and, in some case, Sergeant Grace there. Just with the most commanding voice he got. Leave now.
I'm going to say intimidate instead. Let's see if Vern is going to be scarier than Klaus.
Well,
Klaus.
It will probably come out as intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Could be worse.
Okay.
Could be better.
Krios, I'm going to give you the opportunity to do 2 snap out of it rolls right now because you were supposed to do one at the end of your turn anyway. So give me a roll for the end of your turn and then the roll for... Well, you won't need the second roll anyway. Krios, you had a momentary madness. You blew off these guys' arms, and Vern is telling you to leave. You're going to have enough control over your own mental faculties in a moment that you're going to be able to agree to run away. And amusingly enough, you're at no other penalties. Huh. Yeah, so this one, even though it was really high on the chart, is actually probably one of the best ones to get. considering you have no negative penalties. You take insanity points and you shoot or attack the closest thing to you, but you have the ability to snap out of it, and you just did. So on your next turn, you'll be back to, well, what is equivalently normal for Krios. Vern, you commanded Krios. Then we also have Grace, Willpower. This, however, is...
That's a penalty.
Sorry?
That's a penalty, I assume, since he doesn't want to...
Oh, actually, her willpower is not going to be to... she is rolling willpower to disobey you, to ignore you. So Grace, willpower, and yeah. She is ignoring you right now. Alexandra?
Well, I remember I fired my last Inferno round, so my bolt pistol's empty, so I'm going to spend a half action to reload it, and then I'm just going to ready an action to shoot at anything that's an enemy that comes down that corridor. Because of her military training, she would just try to provide covering fire for retreating.
Okay. So basically reload with half action, half aim towards the direction Haley is?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have not had visual line of sight on the demon, so you don't have to do a willpower roll. Tyrion, scroll on down. You're in the stairwell.
Yeah, I think I'm going to move silently towards whatever baddies I heard before.
Hello, Brooke?
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
I'm going to move silently and stealthily down the stairs towards the thing you showed me.
Okay.
Since I'm being told to GTFO.
Okay. When you pass this threshold, move yourself to the other icon on the next floor down.
Okay, I should roll concealment or move silent.
You already rolled concealment, so go ahead and roll your move silent at this point. And I'll be rolling their awareness privately.
Oh, I can move quietly.
Okay. So, so you've moved to the middle. How many meters was that?
Hold on. I want to say it was like, we'll just go back.
Okay.
And actually, 14. I moved one. So it was 15.
14 to the middle.
15.
Okay, 15. Now go ahead and move yourself to the middle of here. If you can see my arrow.
I can't pick up my token. Oops, I'll put me actually in the stairwell.
There. And give me another awareness roll. Okay. You will also be seeing, basically you're on a staircase that's elevated, and the area around the staircase is basically at the same level as the lower end. So what you're seeing are some more guys and some more barricades. They obviously set up expecting someone to come up the stairs. As you get to where you are, the Trader Elite will turn and look pretty much straight at you.
Awesome.
So you moved 15. I'm going to say if you want to backpedal, you would have to first roll an agility roll. Or if you want to stay stationary, you can just stay stationary. Or if you want to continue moving forward, you can just continue moving forward.
I have to attempt to go backwards. I'm not going to use my fate point.
You're not going to use a fate point?
No.
Okay. I'm going to say in that case, you're pretty much going to fall on your ass, but it won't be a full action to get back on your feet because you are on a staircase.
Fantastic.
And it's technically now his turn. Okay, and his perception. And what was your original concealment roll? Let me just scroll up.
63.
Okay. Damn. Okay, yeah. So at the moment, he is pointing his gun at you, but hasn't fired. Give me a free scrutiny roll if you like. You'll be able to just see the glints of the whites of his eyes. So I'll say you'll get a scrutiny roll at a penalty here. Okay, that's going to be just enough. You're aware that he is aware that there is something in the hallway, but he does not see you. He's looking straight past you, basically, as his eyes slowly dart back and forth, trying to see something. The rest of his men, however, are still facing down the stairwell. Haley.
I said move! And then a quick aim and double shot at the big ugly fucker.
Right, so before you do that, you're right. Now, remember, you do have all your special talents. Mm-hmm. Are you going to be trying to activate any, or...
No one is in range.
There's the one that still affects you, by the way.
Well, for now, let's see if willpower can. Willpower is good.
Okay.
Those powers are good, but they cost a lot, so I need to save them for as many people as I can.
Let me double check here, because do you have resistance fear?
I have nerves of steel, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. But, just double checking here. You don't even have fearless. So yeah, I'm going to let you, before I declare what happens, do you want to spend a fate point to activate Pure Faith?
You use a fate point?
Or actually, oh, you're right. This one is, oh yeah, immunity to fear, corruption, and insanity test for an encounter if you spend a fate point.
Oh,
because otherwise you're going to have to do another willpower test.
Oh, that's fantastic. I pass, yet I still fail.
Because he is horrifying and has a aura that wrecks your willpower. It's a negative 30 for anybody else. For you, it's not quite that steep. So, using a fate point or not, if you don't, you have to roll another willpower, and your DC for that one will be 28.
Yeah, I'll spend it.
Okay. So you're at 2 of 3 fate. You are now immune from fear, insanity, and corruption for this entire encounter.
I do believe it's my Hecutors that are equipped, right?
You would actually switch to the shotgun to burn a hole through the door, but do a quick draw anyway, right?
Yep.
So you can switch back to the Hecutors or the plasma pistols, etc.
I'll go with the Hecutors for the moment.
Okay.
Dual shot.
And are you doing a dual shot? Okay. So at that range, the sides, Ballistics. And
Get that ugly fucker right in
measuring
the
tool.
eyes, too.
Not a dodge. Okay. So, let us see. They are blessed band stoppers, correct?
Indeed they are.
Okay. It's one shot from each. So these clips are now at 9 and 11 respectively. Because we were firing a couple of one-handed shots earlier, so one gun has 2 bullets less than the other. Or, well, do you have ambidextrous? Yeah. All right. So I'll say you shoot left, right. So they both have 10. So they're both at the same amount. So you won't have one gun that needs to be reloaded while the other gun doesn't, sort of situation. Anyway, damage on the Hecator, I don't actually have that recorded.
D10
Sorry.
plus 3.
Okay.
It's 3 plus 3 for Mighty Shot, right? Because of your rules.
Yep, you get another 3 from Mighty Shot for each shot.
Is that applied
Isn't
to
Mighty
both
Shot
shots?
just 2?
D10 plus 6 for each gun separately.
Oh, okay.
Isn't Mighty Shot just 2?
No, we're using the only war rules, which grant a bonus based on your ballistic skill.
Okay.
12 and 11
So,
with pen 3 on both before...
Penetration doesn't matter. He's not wearing armor, but the blessing does matter. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Blessing gives you a bonus to hit, not ignoring toughness. Melee weapons get... Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Melee weapons get to ignore demonic toughness. Ranged weapons get a bonus to hit the target. But you still are going to be, well, yeah. Where the hell is my calculator? God damn it, when this stuff happens. So a total of 23 damage before toughness, and toughness only counts for 1. So okay. You are definitely dealing damage to it, but it laughs. And it's very disturbing to laugh. So, kind of sound. It is Shelby's turn. Okay. Do you have quick draw? You do have quick draw. Okay, so yeah, no problem getting a little statue out. Grace will finish patting out the fire and then attempt to help Balgras to his feet, saying, "No, it's all right. I'm here for you. We can ignore them. It doesn't matter. They don't matter." And Klaus will say, "Oh, that's so touching. Oh, wonderful." And now that the rest of the cloud has dissipated, anyone who's looking in that direction can see he's actually surrounded by an untold number of Nurglings that will pop in and out of his bloated corpse body. And if you look at his token, if you put your cursor over it, it should pop up with a little portrait in the bottom left corner of the screen. Ignore the sword. I couldn't crop the sword out. So he's got 2 empty hands at the moment. He's kind of moving with them in a kind of welcoming gesture. There's what looks to be an intestine coming out from his gut and dangling up into the ceiling from where he came, kind of like a bungee cord, you could say. All the little nurglings are popping out and crawling back in. His body kind of ripples as if there were maggots crawling around. It's most likely the nurglings. And the nurglings, at first, they look solid, but as they crawl into him, they just sort of melt away and then deform. And this constant shifting mass of disgusting, polluted corpse of a body. And as he had just said, it's so touching to Grace and Bulgris. And he's going to start to advance very slowly and ponderously. Actually, you'll get to, whoops, God damn it. We'll get to move a little bit further than that. Actually, I'm going to switch this to object. There we go. That way I'll stop grabbing it. And Talia.
VT split recording.
Okay.